Now, this man has been under a lot of pressure. That's the CS for Health, Mutahi Kagwe, from both Parliament and the people as well. There's been a tweet here. Amos Kipchirchir says, LCS Mutahi Kagwe, unless you explain to us where donations from Jack Ma and money from World Bank went to, don't come in front of our TVs with your briefing shows. Enough is enough. So it was a tough 4 hours for Health Cabinet Secretary Mutahi Kagwe and Principal Secretary Susan Mochache as the Parliamentary Health Committee sought to find out how the COVID-19 funds have been used. Questions surrounding accountability of the ministry in relation to the COVID-19 funds, as well as the procurement and financial irregularities at Kenya Medical Supplies Authority, lacking satisfactory answers, according to the committee members. Kagwe, however, insisting that despite them being accountable, auditing by the Treasury and the Senate will reveal whatever inconsistencies, especially regarding funds issued to agencies through the national government.
When CS Mutahi Kagwe and his counterpart Principal Secretary Susan Mochache walked into the chambers, they were quick to clear the air before they were grilled by the members of the Health Committee in regards to COVID-19 billions allocated to the ministry.
COVID funds are not Health Ministry funds. The amount of money that is actually assigned to the Ministry of Health within the COVID fund is about 15% of the amount.
Chair, as the Ministry of Health was releasing the funds, and because these were conditional grants, it released the monies and communicated accordingly to the counties.
Their responses forcing the committee members to question where the ministry's responsibility on the COVID-19 funds end at. This, given that KEMSA, which was allocated 300 million shillings for disbursement of masks to vulnerable people, is yet to show anything for it.
Does the ministry have a financial accountability framework which is linked to output and outcome?
We send money with instructions, and then it is followed by audits, specifically audits by the Treasury, because you cannot be the person sending the money and also the person accounting for it yourself.
It's easy for you to raise the issue of saying that the audit lies squarely with Treasury and Senate. It's like you're running away from the problem.
While there was no clarity on why the masks are yet to be delivered, despite funds being made available to KEMSA, Charles Njagagwa, the Member of Parliament for Mbeere North, wanted to know whether the ministry was part of the woes at KEMSA that have now seen 2 officials and the Chief Executive Officer suspended over procurement and financial irregularities.
We met the former CEO of KEMSA, Jonah, about a month ago. And his bone of contention was that he was not being given a chance to do his procurement as he ought to do it. There was a list sent from the ministry, and he was told, these are the people that we are sending to you to purchase these, give them the tenders.
I don't know who is supposed to have sent instructions to KEMSA and also sent individuals, written individuals say that, please supply to so and so, or this is the person who is going to supply. I can say for a fact, it isn't this one you're looking at.
According to Mutahi, the investigations at KEMSA was called for by the ministry. But given that the Medical Suppliers Board is still in operation, they're better off responding to the issue.
The things that are happening that are not right, let's try and fight them.
The Committee on Health is now seeking to have a session with the KEMSA Board, who will have to explain how they've utilized the COVID-19 funds allocated to them. Rakamwigai, Citizen TV.